Welcome back. I've been gone a while, haven't I? Sorry about that. Basically, real life has intervened. I've been on holiday, I've been doing my photography, all sorts of things. I've been getting this desk ready, put a nice layer of varnish on it for my Amigas to be displayed, and sorting out some storage above as well. So it's all coming along quite nicely. A nice area to have my old Amigas running. I've also, what else have I done? I've also sorted out getting an A1200 recapped. That took longer than I expected because I put in my order for the recap and then realised that the machine had to get there. So then I spent a few weeks sorting out the infrastructure to do that. So I've got nice big boxes now to send Amiga motherboards across the country to get recapped. That took a long time because I needed a very specific size so that the motherboard wouldn't rattle around too much in there. And then it occurred to me, anti-static bags as well, because you don't really want electronics being exposed to things, particularly, our nice delicate Amigas that have survived so long. You don't really want them to go through the mail and end up zapped. And of course, once I got that, I suddenly realised, hang on a minute, I need bubble wrap as well. So that was another week on top of that. So between me actually placing my order for a recap and me sending the motherboard away, it probably took about a month, if you can believe that. So I'm still waiting for that to come back. I've also placed an order for a Gotek, which I also don't have yet. So I don't really have anything new to show you. But let's see what we can do today. Let's try some AGA games today. That's what we'll do. I've got a few games on here that use something called C2P, Chunky to Planar, where they try to emulate the effect of PC graphics of the era. So that's where you're basically drawing pseudo 3D stuff onto the screen, something that the Amiga's Blitter and chipset aren't really suited to do. So they came up with various ways to get around it, various ingenious ways that involve lots of mathematics and cleverer things than I could ever come up with. So let's give it a go. Gloom! Let's hit the monitor switch so you can actually see something. It's a bit better, isn't it? Okay, I've got a CD32 pad plugged in here because I've tried playing with the joystick and you just end up running into things all the time. So we want it messy! I love the artwork on this. They've got some very nice screens in between the different levels. There's not really any particular story to this other than oh, let's make that bigger. There we go. Now you notice it is a bit blocky. I think it's like a 2x2 pixel mode. So similar to what Alien Breed 3D has, which basically just means that you end up with this pseudo 3D look of Doom and other games of the ilk, but actually runs on the Amiga. This actually runs at an OK speed just on the standard A1200, at least in that initial window size you saw, but I've got an 040 in here, so it does work a bit better. Right, let's continue. You can also remove the floor and the ceiling, put those just kind of different modes just to speed things up if you want to, so that's helpful. But anyway, let's kill things. Oh, don't seem to be sidestepping here. Maybe keyboard's a better option then. We got some soldiers. They splatting to pieces when they're shot. There aren't any particular weapons in this. I mean, you don't even see a weapon in front of you, but you upgrade them as you go. Oh, he didn't go because I didn't hear him blow up. There we go. It runs at alright speed. Weapons boosted to full. If I select get another weapon, then that will then go into some kind of mega weapon where it shoots like double beams. Your health also carries on over between levels, so the fact that I'm down to half health already isn't good. Aggro skinheads. It's a good way to start, isn't it? Anyone here? No. There's some doors, so I expect to see people come out. Aha! The intelligence of the enemies isn't too great, or of me, really. So you can basically hunker back and kind of do this a lot of the time. Compared to Alien Breed 3D, it's they're a lot more intelligent in that. But then again, I can't sidestep with this CD32 pad, so I'm not really sure what's happening. I'm pretty sure you can. Oh, new weapon. I like the way it kind of bits shoot out from it as it bounces. Nice, nice touch. Oh, I wonder what that's open. Is it the doors we found down here? Well, yes, it is, isn't it? Oh, there we go. I have to hold down the blue pad. Oh, sneaking up on me. Weapons boost, it increases your health, your weapon's power. Someone was walking through me there. They do just walk around and fire, so sometimes you can just watch them from the bits coming off the walls. That wasn't a very good side step, was it? Aggro skinheads! I was warned. There's my mega weapon. The milk bottles give you health as well. I don't know if you saw me collect them. Oh, do you think things are going to get tough now? Is that what they're warning me about? I can't get him. I say him. That's the voices I'm hearing. You know, I'm not making assumptions. Mega weapon. I'll say something about the CD32 pad. My thumb is getting a bit achy through holding it in various positions, particularly since the having to hold down the blue button just to sidestep. Why doesn't it use the side buttons? Did I select CD32 pad? I'm pretty sure I did. No, I can't set it in here. Never mind. Oops. So you can actually make it blockier if you really want. No. No. Maybe that's what I'm doing, is getting... Maybe it's a 4x4 that I've got on full screen. Maybe it is. That's not changing anything, isn't it? Continue. Sorry, I was just trying to find the controls. What a waste of mega weapon. Just walking about. Walking through all of their weapons here, aren't I? Oh, health. Is that everyone? I mean, there's a lot of body parts about, aren't there? Ah! If I remember correctly, one of these is like a secret door. So pardon me if I just walk backwards and forwards through these. Oh, I needed that health. Oh, them and their ambushes. They've given me health at the end. How about that? Beware the wheel of death. Oh my goodness, straight away. Bit of slow down there, but... It's a very different game to Alien Breed 3D or Doom. It's much more arcadey in that you're just kind of given waves of enemies that you have to dispatch with gay abandon. And reduce them to meat, effectively. Meaty chunky pieces. All strewn across the floor. And with a bit of blood on the screen as well. Mega weapon always runs out just as you decide to go and get some enemies. It's kind of... It's like the rule of Gloom. It's got rotating pieces. Oh dear, more of the cultists. I think it has a very loose story in that you've basically got soldiers looking for demons, and because the next level is basically your standard. Oh dear! Scratching my nose. That's what happens. Your standard hell level kind of thing. I think it is anyway. Aha! Just got to wait for them to appear. They gave me a breath of fresh air while I recover from the cultists. Just look, you know. Oh dear. Yeah, this one take it out pretty easily, but the weapons do kill you very easily. I'll only take you through these levels, and I think we'll try something else in a second. Right, so walk backwards then. What did I say about them not being too clever? Uh-oh. Yeah, Mega Weapon makes short work of those. Mega Weapon out. Always be firing. ABF. Whenever you hear something open, just hit that fire button. There was a subsequent release to this called Gloom Deluxe, which was released, I'm not quite sure how much further in the future, but it included a 1x1 and 1x2 pixel mode, so you didn't have to run around with the big chunky graphics. You could have something a bit prettier. I'll see if I can dig that out at some point, because I don't actually own that. This was already installed on my 1200, so this is what we're playing. Oh, what could this be? It doesn't last long, does it? Oh, already firing at me. They're learning from me. No! Where's my Mega Weapon when I need it? Eat that. Right, they give me a Mega Weapon. Which won't last long enough for me to use it, I'll bet. You see what I mean? Luckily you can kind of run backwards about as fast as the shots they send your way. Hey! I thought that was the last one. But anyway, we'll count that as the last one, and we'll move on to something else. Right, I'm just set it to CP32 pen. We'll see if it makes a difference, because I think I might have had it stuck on. Yeah, I left it on joystick. But I couldn't actually fire us all there, so I have no idea what happened. Moving on to something else. Bit of extreme racing. Right, it's been a while since I played this, so let's go for the middle ground. Dentaku, Weasel, Brad, Curzon. Curzon's the obligatory alien character. Davina, Rosa, another word for police, isn't it? Bow, and Icaro. It's a rich cast. Let's go Bow. Wow. I mean, if you look at the track names, you can kind of see what it's been inspired by. Let's go with Grasslands 1. This is Extreme Racing. And I can't remember the controls either, so bear with me. Ow! Yeah, those people at the side can get run over. And you do get debris on the track from where people get blown up by things. Oh, I'm back in 8th. You really have to go out your way to get them though. This is another game that uses the C2P routines to kind of get that Mode 7 effect in this case. Which is why, I mean, it probably runs a bit faster than something like Gloom or Alien Breed because you're only doing it on a single plane. Which is the floor in this case, but it runs at a good speed, and you can see that they've really upped the resolution compared to what Gloom was running at. And it runs at an alright rate. I mean, again, I've got a 68040, so you'd expect this to be a bit better than a standard 1200. I do remember it running okay on an 030, but I think we had it on a lower graphics setting. Well, I did well, didn't I? So there's your grassland. Let's go with Forbidden Castle. You'll notice the music's going to be exactly the same. You actually get to choose the music you want. So yeah, you can set different routines up. That's your standard blitter routine, so it doesn't really C2P properly. This is an 0401 to give you good speed. Maximum frame rate. I mean, you're not really going to want to go for anything too low, are you? Unless it's really juddery. You can move the camera up and down, which is pretty cool. It gives you an idea of what's coming up behind you if you want. And see a bit further ahead. Yeah. So there's your 2x2 pixel. It's not too great, and you can kind of go for a mix of them if you want, depending on I suppose your screen size. But 1x1 works okay. You can also have big or kind of little screens as well. Size. Background. We'll keep that in. Yeah, let's keep dithering off because it looks awful. Dust on your car or on all cars? Just on ours, because again, it's a little performance enhancer. You can have a separate camera that you could set up based on tracking like who's in the lead or just keep it in the same place on the track, and you can rotate it round and zoom in and out, which is an interesting feature. It's just kind of using that two-player feature, because you can have two players on the same screen. I think you may even be able to do 4 players, but I have no idea how that would function unless you ran this emulated. But yeah, it's a very, very good game. Let's carry on with Boom Castle. Yeah, so it's not lava like this happens a lot as well. Yeah, so it can just end up with you being squashed again and again by other players. God, I do not remember this track at all. Make things a bit easier for a bit. Probably have done it with it here, because now I'm just going to go splot. And luckily they made it wide enough so that when you do get picked up again, you can make it over the next set. Oh, this is a horrible track. Just like Mario Kart's one, really, isn't it? Oh, I've said it. Could have done with that here, really, couldn't I? I knew I'd do that. You're not going to see any good laps from me in this. I promise you. It's been so long since I played this game, and I'm not really sat in the middle of the monitor either. So being off to the side does not help. What you saw go past there was a guided missile. Oh, pinball! Is it over yet? Oh! Will I get across in one lap? Yes! But not for this one. With one hand they give and the other they take away. You can see the positions of the characters at the bottom. The numbers just move around. I think it would probably be better if the characters move around, but I don't know. Maybe you then lose track more easily. Who knows? You know, they're the ones that play test before releasing it, so. Turn. Yes! Turn! The trick is to turn while you're jumping, or before you jump. No! I saw it! I put that down! Oh, at least I didn't finish last. I would have been 6th if I hadn't hit my own mine, but ho hum. Right, Boom Castle Grasslands. Let's do Tropical Islands, because you know that's recognisable from that other game. Yeah, they slow you down when you hit them. No! Oh, I was doing so well. I don't know if that's some kind of killer sheep. I honestly cannot remember. Guy in the Ferrari's doing, weren't he? Oh, my shortcut to oblivion. Yes! One of my weapons hits home. There are shortcuts, you might have seen one just go past me there. Ah! At least I spun over the line, eh? So yes, that's Extreme Racing, XTR as it's known. Oh, look at that! I never expected that. I wonder if I can type that. No, it has to be via this. For some reason it's not going down on the pad, so we go round again. Sorry at home. But, you know, I've got to get it right. Escape/play button to quit. I don't think this is set up for C32 pad either. Weapons on, human cars equal. So yeah, you've got different types of music. Put it on rock. Ah, look at that, no CD32 controller. That'll be why I'm having to push forwards to accelerate. So let's just do it with that rock music. Rock music. And it's crashed. Never mind. I hope you enjoyed those games. Extreme Racing is always fun. There are very few kind of Mario Kart clones on the Amiga, even though it was out around the same time as the SNES. There was Extreme Racing, which gave us that Mode 7 style look to it, and you know, it looked good. And in fact, you could say that the Mode 7 effect worked better on Extreme Racing, better than it did on Mario Kart. But obviously you needed a more powerful Amiga in order to achieve that. There was also Bump and Burn. I think that was Ocean. I think Ocean released that. I'll have to look that up. But that was more of a kind of Lotus Turbo Challenge style look to it. So it wasn't anywhere near that kind of pseudo 3D look. And of course we had Gloom as well, released around the same time as Alien Breed 3D. It's a slightly different type of shoot 'em up, but you know, just as entertaining, I think, just in a different way. I'll try and dig out Gloom Deluxe as well for a future episode, and hopefully we can kind of compare the two. It's only really graphical differences, but you'll see that it's an improvement. So yeah, hopefully next time round I'll have some hardware that I can show you, some new things to try out. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Cheers.